Yes, hands down, this laser center finder. It's SDA manufacturing out there in California, and this is the 1/2 inch model, and it's that laser center finder. Y'all seen it before. It's got a battery in yonder, and this is actually this is the second battery, and I've had this thing a long time, and it's the second battery I have actually put in the thing. And you know, you just turn it on right there, run this thing around like that, that little dot gets up there, and you can see that little laser right there. And but anyway, it's a real good quality, well made too. This is the second. This would be my second favorite tool in the shop. Laser center finder. In use, this laser center finder works like this. And what I'm doing right now, this is the fixed jaw of the vise on the Grizzly milling machine, and I need to confirm that my vise is in it's in alignment. So I'm just using this edge of the vise jaw, which is it's a good straight edge right there, and this does not move. So the way you use this center finder is. It's a 1/2 inch model, and I do have it in the drill chuck. And when you turn this thing on, come around there to where that little dot's looking at you, and y'all see that little light right there, that little laser light. Now you can, if you need this to be larger, you can move the milling head upwards to make a larger light, or you can move it closer to a more pinpoint light. It does have a little adjustment there. The way you use it is this is a good straight edge right here, and you can see both edges. So what I want to do is I want to see half of that light on this part of the vise right here, and I want to see half of it on this part. That way I will know this edge right here is in a few thousandths point way down yonder, 0.0 something. It's really close. And you know, this is a really good quick way if something does not have to be within a 0.5 thousandth or something. And you know, if it has to be closer and you need to actually look at a dial, you know, get that coaxial indicator out there and run it up down through there, the last word or something like that. But this right here is really quick. And it has a multitude of uses. But let me show you here. I traverse that table down like this right here, and when I come right back up here, and that light, when that light makes contact with this piece of this edge right here, it's half the light here and half over there. I hope we can see that it's on both. It's on both areas as it comes up there to the edge. And then when you just traverse the table down through yonder, we will probably get out of camera range on the focus, but this one actually goes from one end to the other. A half a light. You know, that's close enough for work here on the east coast of Arkansas. You know, that right there will get her done. It's that laser center finder right there. Oh, let's get a close-up on that thing and look at it in hand. It's just one of, I would say this is probably the second favorite tool in the shop here. Maybe third. I'm gonna pencil this in as the second favorite tool in my shop. Laser center finder. And this right here, this Hobart handler, that's a good little welder. It would be on my list of favorite tools. That's a good little thing. Let's weld one up. Hobart Handler. That's a good little machine right there. Now, if I just had me one of them plasma cutters, you know, I could really do some stuff. Plasma cutter. You know, that's probably the tool that, you know, you have a fantasy tool, let's say. Well, plasma cutter is mine. And, you know, maybe at some point in time there, I may save up enough money and get me one of them plasma cutters. We got that welded on the other side. I ground it down, turned it around, put it up like this right here. Let's run a bead down through there. Well, it's a little Hobart Handler. 110 machine. It's a wonderful. I use the flux cord war, about 30 thousandths. It seems to work really good here at the home shop. I've had this machine, bought it new, and I've had to take it in now a couple times for a repair. And dealer there that repaired this thing, their policy is if it costs us, I think it's half of what a new machine cost, then they make the call and see do you want to get it fixed. Well, I used a extension cord about 500 foot long one time, and knowing that I was going to damage the machine, and it did, and it did cost about half what the machine cost new. I got it fixed and I've had no problems since. Capacitor, windings, I mean, it was a major repair, but it's a like new machine again at that point. And with that said, let's weld one. That's good to go. We'll knock that down there with that 4.5 inch grinder and get on to the next one. And I'll tell you something else too. Being we talking about these favorite tools, these auto darkening helmets, got that battery in yonder. When you strike the arc, it goes dark on you. Oh, that right there was a wonderful invention right there. Man, trying to throw that helmet down there every time you strike that arc, you know, there ain't no way in the world you can be that quick. But this thing right here is like 1 and 1, or the numbers are 0, 0, 0, way down yonder. I mean, it gets dark really quick right there with these auto darkening helmets. If you don't have one, y'all try to lay yourself in one. It's a purchase worth the money.